Hey guys, it's Liz and we're flipping things, and today I am going to show you some must-have items when you're first starting out selling on eBay. These are the basics, the stuff that you really need to have in order to ship, to photograph, to list. There's nothing fancy here. Stay tuned and I'll show you. Welcome back. My name is Liz. I appreciate all of you being here. If you are just starting out selling on eBay, and like me, I was very confused and I held off actually listing my first item for way longer than I should have because I was intimidated and I wasn't sure that I had the right supplies needed to list and ship an item. Shipping scared the heck out of me. So let me just show you the items I believe you can fully sell on eBay with that are not fancy, that are not special, that most people already have. If you don't have them, they're super easy to get and you can get listing right away. Let's make some money. You know what I'm saying? All right. Up first is listing your items. You've got to be able to photograph. So the first thing you need, super simple, a cell phone. This is literally still to this day how I photograph all of my items. Everything is done on my cell phone. That makes it super easy because then I can upload the photos right into the listing on the app. So I use my phone, my regular iPhone. It doesn't have to be an iPhone. I use a bright window and natural light. So I try to photograph during the day, and a white blanket. And that is it. I had a white blanket in the house. I lay the white blanket down in a sunny window, and I just photograph right there. The natural light works for me. If it's a rainy day or if it's nighttime, it's a little bit more difficult and I have to bring in some lighting. But if you are just starting out, you just need a sunny, natural light-filled window in your house, a light-colored blanket, and your phone. Photographs are done. Now, if we get into shipping, and you need a computer. I have not found a way to successfully ship through my phone. I print my labels from my computer. I guess you could print from your phone if you have wireless printing. Anyhow, if you have a laptop, great. It can be done from your phone. Let's get to shipping. When I started out, I had very few items. What I felt were most important were like poly mailers, which are just super simple. You get them on Amazon. There's a link in the description if you are interested in these. I like these because they're rather large, meaning if it's a smaller clothing item or something like that, I can always fold it over and tape it. And then I also went to USPS.com, the United States Postal Service, and you can get these flat rate mailers. Also, these are free. There's a link in the description. So you can go on and actually order these for free. These are good if you're selling like heavier clothing items like jeans. Sometimes you can fit sweaters in these. I grabbed these, and then you know what I did for a month or two? I saved all my boxes. We're coming into Christmas. You know you're getting boxes. Break them down and save them because I still have never bought boxes. I reuse every box that comes into my house. And if I need to ship something with boxes, that is what I do. When I need to pack a box to make sure nothing's moving around, I actually keep all my brown paper disposable bags that I get at the grocery store. It's terrible I don't use reusable bags simply because I want those brown paper bags, but they're awesome for packing. I rip them up, I take the pieces, I scrunch them up, and they're perfect packing material. So I'm reusing it. Right? I'm not terrible for them. I like them better than like styrofoam or something. One thing I have actually jumped back into add, which for me was really important, was a small kitchen scale. This I picked up on Amazon. It was very affordable. My issue was all I have is like bathroom scales. And when you're talking about smaller items that weigh 4 ounces, they're never going to accurately read those. So I picked up this small, kind of dirty kitchen scale on Amazon, and it has been a lifesaver. I got it last year.
Yeah, you got it last year.
I got it last year.
That's why it's dirty.
That's why it's dirty, because I got it last year. But it's really affordable. Trevor says Merry Christmas.
You're 17 days.
17 days. 17 days till Christmas, says Trevor. This was a really important piece for me because I am able to weigh everything accurately. And when you're putting in your shipping details, the weight matters. For me, I'm charging the buyer shipping, but I don't want to charge them wrong because if the shipping is too high, they're not going to place an order. And if the shipping is too low, well, now it's coming out of my pocket. So accuracy is key. It is worth it to pick up a small kitchen scale. There is a link in the description if you want to pick that one up on Amazon. It was really affordable. I want to say it was like 15 bucks. I needed it. I needed it. The only thing I use my kitchen or my bathroom scales for is when I'm doing some big package that I weigh myself and then I weigh the package. And anyhow, get yourself a scale. So a couple different mailers, save all your boxes, and then you need some tape. Now, this is eBay tape. When I started out, I think I just ran to like the dollar store and grabbed some packing tape. These days I do use the eBay tape because I get a shipping coupon through my store, but just some shipping tape that you can use to tape off boxes or tape off these if you need to, and some scissors, and you're basically good to go on shipping. Unless you are selling some like really unusually sized items, which most of us when we start out are not. For me, because I ship a lot of video games and DVDs, even from the beginning, I was going through my own collections and selling that stuff. Because when I started out, I was just selling stuff around my house to sort of learn the ropes. I did buy some small DVD-sized bubble mailers, and I live and die by those now. I use them for everything. I thought I grabbed one to bring up, but I don't see it here, so I can't win them all. Anyhow, poly mailers, flat rate mailers, DVD-sized bubble mailers if you are shipping stuff that size, a blanket, a computer, your phone, which you can do without the computer, and a bright sunny window, and you are good to go. One little add-on, that sounded weird. One little bonus tip. The first big purchase I made for my eBay reselling store was a label printer. There is a review. I'll post it. I did review I bought the Arc Scan, and it's a label printer. It prints out the shipping label. It's a sticker. I peel it off. I stick it on. When I first started, I was printing them on paper, just regular paper on my regular printer, cutting them out and taping them on with Scotch tape. It also works, but for me, because I was finding that to be such a tedious and not fun process, I made this purchase, and I will tell you to this day is still like one of the best purchases I have made. If you're going to spend a little money on yourself, a label printer is the way to go. It is just so much more convenient. That is the only expensive thing I bought. And I will say I was selling for 6 months before I actually went and splurged and bought myself the label printer, simply because I could do without it. Everything can be done with very minimal tools at your disposal. That's the awesome thing about eBay. You do not have to start by going thrifting and finding all the right products. Look around your house for the stuff that is no longer being used. I promise there are items in your house that are worth money that you have not touched or looked at or thought about in years. Start with that. Make sure you have some very minimal tools on hand to list and ship your very first items. And then as you start to sell, the process will get easier and you will figure out what you're using the most of. You may realize that you're using a lot more bubble mailers than you're using poly mailers or boxes. You may find that most of your items are boxes and you just don't have enough around the house, and maybe you've got to purchase some. Either way, you can sell on eBay without a lot of expensive tools, without a photo box and a fancy camera. Start the side hustle. I promise you it's worth it. I promise you it's not as hard as it seems. I was so intimidated when I started. Just do it. Just do it, because bringing in a few $100s a month, bringing in $400 or $500 a month when you have a job is literally just awesome. It just takes some pressure off and it's worth it. So if you have questions, let me know in the comments. There should be links to everything I showed you today, minus the blanket, which was just in my house, in my description bar. If you click on those links, you pay the same price as it's listed at, but I just get a little percentage for referring you, and it helps my channel, and I'm super grateful for it. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, join the family. And if you hated this, like, I guess you could dislike it. Like, whatever. Okay. Have a beautiful day. I will see you guys in the next one. Happy selling. Bye.